What is going on, my super sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today I'm doing a Xenoverse 2 quest video where instead I'm giving you feedback on what I want to see in the next game. This is more of a quests or stories that I want to see in the next game in the Xenoverse universe. So first and foremost, I want to say big shout out to Geek 101 for actually doing this topic first a couple days ago. If you want to see his top 5 quest storylines that he wants to see in Xenoverse 2, I will link it in the description below. But jump right into it. Number 5, I want to see Inba. Now obviously, if you played through Xenoverse 1, you're already aware that the game is missing a lot of movie side stories, side missions, whatever you want to call it, that they could have easily added to the game, but for obvious reasons, I'm pretty sure they plan on giving that to us next time around when they do Xenoverse 2, and Inba is definitely at the top of my list just because, can you imagine if they have a side mission, where it's not really a side mission, but like part of the main story, where it's like, what if Mira and Toa took over Inba, who is already like the epitome of evil? Like, that would be so freaking badass. And what if like they even take it a step further, and instead of having Inba side with Toa and Mira, Inba like freaks out because he's already pure evil, and he even like tries to destroy both of them. Something like that, like a rampaging, super evil, super Inba. That would be pretty badass to see, and I would love to see if they do some kind of story around that in Xenoverse 2. Moving on to number 4 on the list, we have Cooler. Now, if you know me, you know I'm a big fan of Frieza. That means I like his family too, as well as brother, who is pretty cool too. See what I did there? I know, cricket. Anyways, imagine if they have Toa and Mira take over Cooler's body, but not just Cooler's body, but also the metal version as well, Mecha Cooler, and they have like a big like face-off with the big Getty Star with infinite Coolers attacking the Z Warriors and Time Patrollers. That could be pretty badass. Now again, going back to what I said about Inba, they could have easily added Cooler into Xenoverse 1, but for obvious reasons, they probably held back so they can probably work on him in the future. So definitely Cooler is a top choice for me of a side quest, parallel quest, or not even a parallel quest, but a main story that I would love to see come back in a Xenoverse 2 storyline. Can you just imagine though, like how amazing it would be if they had like Toa and Mira take over the big Getty Star though, and they just send a bunch of Coolers at Goku and Vegeta, because they should already know how they get defeated, and if they were to like basically fix that flaw where they don't have Cooler absorb Goku and Vegeta's energy and make themselves blow up, it could be a pretty crazy way or a situation to see how your Time Patrol is solvable. It's like, how do you beat Cooler in the big Getty Star without overpowering it with energy like they did in the movie? That would be pretty badass to see, and that's why I want to see Cooler come back. Moving on to number 3, we have Golden Frieza. It's funny, I just talked about Cooler, now I'm talking about his brother. Actually, speaking of which, can you imagine how badass also it would be if they had Golden Cooler or something like that as well in Xenoverse 2? Now, we're not going to talk about that. This is a Golden Frieza topic at this point right now in the video, but it's just something I want to toss out there as well. But Golden Frieza is something that we did not really get in Xenoverse 1, although they had the character in DLC Pack 3. I would still love to see a Time Patroller or Time Breaker, whatever you want to call it, version of that quest where Toa and Mira were to take over Golden Frieza, and what if they like actually train him to maintain his golden power, where now he's actually more sustainable and can actually come back and destroy Goku and Vegeta. Imagine getting out of that situation. That would be pretty insane to see, and Golden Frieza should definitely have his own little story or part of the main story campaign in Xenoverse 2 as well. What do you guys think about that, actually? To those who did play Xenoverse and got the DLC Pack 3, how do you feel about the lack of a story with that, and how much would you want to see a story in Xenoverse 2 around that? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Now for my next two, they're actually not really part of previously done stuff. This is a little bit different. This is kind of like uncharted territory. And with number 2, I want to see Majin Buu absorb other people other than the ones that he absorbed in the Buu saga. Imagine like if they take Buu, distort the time, and take him back to some time where he absorbs Goku or somebody, or absorbs like Vegeta, or absorbs Vegito, and does something crazy like that. Now you have a what if scenario. We're going back to the whole, I think, Budokai 2 days, where Buu had the ability to absorb other people and create these what if fusions, like when he absorbed Frieza or Cell. That was pretty badass. I would love to see them introduce a time distortion where they basically take Buu, take him back through time, and just pick a warrior, someone crazy, absorb them, introduce a new fusion or transformation for Buu, and basically unleash that person, the Time Patrollers, at Goku and Vegeta, whoever the heroes are. That would be pretty insane to see. Actually, matter of fact, if they were to do that in Xenoverse 2, which character or villain would you want to see Kid Buu or Majin Buu or Super Buu, any form of Buu, absorb? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below and why. For me, I gotta say, I really want to say, I want to say Goku and Vegeta, because I feel like without Goku and Vegeta, that would be pretty insane, and the power gain that Super Buu would gain from absorbing both Goku and Vegeta, or even Vegito, would be insane, and I would love to see a story built around that as well. And what about you guys? Just let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Who should Buu absorb if they had that as a story in Xenoverse 2? Now moving on to my final one on the list, and this is kind of an obvious one, Super Mira. Now Super Mira was briefly shown off in Dragon Ball Heroes. He's basically a super version of Mira, a super badass, and I am really confident that the main story in Xenoverse 2 is going to feature Mira, obviously, and the super form. But just in case they don't, I do want to see Super Mira. Number 1, I want to see him in the game. I want to play as him. Do not give me DLC Super Mira. Give me Super Mira as part of the game. And 2, I want to see basically where the story goes once Mira becomes Super Mira, and maybe even introduce the whole Time Breaker Bardock aspect to it as well. But we'll talk about that another time. For right now, it's Super Mira. Super Mira is the main part that I want to see in Xenoverse 2, and hopefully we'll get to see that when the game comes out, whenever it gets made in the next year or so or whatever. As right now, there is no release date or reward or anything in Xenoverse 2. All these videos that we've been seeing right now have been speculation, but I do know that Xenoverse 2 is highly an interested game by Bandai Namco that they want to pursue, so we're most likely going to get that game sometime in the next year or two or so. And the second I find anything about that, I'll let you guys know. But for now, what are top 5 quests or storylines that you want to see in Xenoverse 2? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Again, big shout out to Geekdom101 if you want to see his top 5 quests and storylines that you want to see in Xenoverse 2. I will link it in the description below, so go check that out over there. Go comment over there as well. And other than that, I will hear from you guys as well, so let me know your thoughts again, what you want to see from the story-wise that they didn't have in Xenoverse 1 and they could potentially have in Xenoverse 2. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to punch that like button right in the face. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day. My name is Rhymestyle, and I'll see you guys in the comment section below. Peace!